Imagine the world's most dangerous powder keg, two powerful nations, Israel and the United States, launching military strikes against Iran. Nuclear threats, regional alliances ready to jump in, and the risk of a full-blown global crisis. In the next 5 minutes, we'll break down what would happen if Israel and the US went to war with Iran, and who stands with each side. For decades, tensions have simmered between Iran and both the United States and Israel. One main cause has been Iran's controversial nuclear and missile programs, which both Washington and Jerusalem see as direct threats to their security. Recently, a combined US-Israeli operation struck targets inside Iran, including military and nuclear sites, marking one of the most serious escalations in years. Who is on which side? Supporters of Israel and the United States. United States, Israel's closest military ally, providing intelligence, weapons, and direct military cooperation. Many Western countries, nations like Australia and Canada, have publicly supported US and Israeli actions or praised efforts to counter Iran's nuclear ambitions. Some Gulf states nations such as Saudi Arabia, the UAE, and others in the Gulf Cooperation Council have cooperated closely with the US military and have often aligned against Iranian influence in the Middle East, though their diplomatic stances vary. Supporters of Iran's regional network, known as the Axis of Resistance. This includes groups like Hezbollah in Lebanon, Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad, and allied militias in Iraq, Yemen, and Syria. They have received Iranian support and oppose both Israel and US influence in the region. Some other powers, nations like Russia, have condemned US-Israeli strikes and maintained diplomatic relations with Iran, though they may not be willing to enter direct combat. Other non-state groups and militants aligned with Iran's interests have acted as proxy forces in ongoing regional conflicts, neutral or mixed responses. Major powers like China and some European states have called for restraint and diplomacy rather than taking clear military sides. What would happen if war breaks out? Wider regional escalation. An open war could quickly spread beyond Iran's borders. Iran's allies like Hezbollah or other militia groups might strike Israel or US forces in neighboring countries. Global impact. Oil markets could be disrupted, global supply chains strained, and refugee flows might surge. World powers would be pressured to choose sides, increasing the risk of a broader geopolitical standoff. Risk of full-scale conflict. If more countries are drawn in, especially US treaty allies, what begins as a regional conflict could become a much larger confrontation. Some analysts warn this could reshape the Middle East and strain global peace efforts. Why it's not just a local war. Unlike most conflicts, this situation involves nuclear fears, major alliances, and countries spanning multiple continents. The US and its allies argue they are acting to prevent Iran from obtaining nuclear weapons and destabilizing the Middle East. Iran and its partners view these actions as aggressive and as an attempt to reshape the region. The result, a conflict that could affect more than just the Middle East, echoing across the world politically, economically, and in global security. A war between Israel, the United States, and Iran would not stay contained. It could redefine international alliances, redraw regional power balances, and spark unpredictable global consequences. Understanding who stands with whom is the first step to grasping the fragile reality of today's world.